All right, everyone, I'm excited about our next presenter. Just as Dr. Hild said before, we have a friend with us today. Nancy has done many things for us. She's been on our podcast. She's presented for us several times. She is just a wealth of knowledge. She teaches here at UAGC with us, and she is just a great asset and a great presenter, and I think you're really going to enjoy this next session. Nancy Moretti has been in education for more than 30 years. She has worked as a teacher assistant, a lead teacher, a head teacher, a director, an executive director, and the owner of a child care center in Smithfield, Rhode Island. Additionally, Nancy has ample experience in higher education. She has served as a full-time professor, adjunct instructor, department chair, and associate dean. In addition to her full-time position as the Associate Dean of Services, Nancy currently serves as an online associate faculty member here at UAGC, just like I said. She does an awesome job. She teaches a variety of early childhood administration courses, and I think she's going to start teaching in the AA program. So, Nancy, I'm super excited that you're here. And next slide, please.
Before we jump into this session, we kindly request your attention for a brief moment. In the spirit of transparency and respect for our community, we have some information we'd like you to read in this on-screen disclaimer. By taking a few moments to read through the disclaimer, you empower yourself with pertinent information regarding the boundaries of our knowledge sharing environment. I'll give you a minute to read it. Next slide, please. We kindly request you take a moment to read through this slide also. Then together, we'll embark on this exciting session while we push boundaries and leave an indelible mark on the ever-changing and evolving landscape of the early childhood education community. Nancy, without further ado, the floor is yours.
Stephanie and Tisha, it is a pleasure to be here with all of you this evening, or this afternoon, I should say. Welcome to the second day of the career conference here at the University of Arizona Global Campus. I'm so excited to be here. Today, I'm going to talk to you about teaching mindfulness to children. We all practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a big buzzword these days, and it's something that we do and our children can do too. So we're going to talk today about how to teach them mindfulness, how to use it in your classroom, and how to help use mindfulness to help solve problems, to help children who are going through challenges. So let's get started. I'm going to skip over this slide because it's my intro, and Dr. Tisha already did a great job introducing me. Thank you, Tisha. So let's get started. Here's my abstract for today. Many adults practice mindfulness, and there are many reasons why we should also consider teaching this with our students. By teaching children to practice mindfulness, we're giving them the skills needed to develop an awareness of their experiences, to understand how emotions impact their bodies, and to recognize when their attention has wandered, and how to remain focused, which is so important. In this session, we're going to explore how mindfulness can assist in minimizing anxiety and increasing the happiness in the children that we serve. We have a full agenda for today, and I am not going to go through this because you can certainly read all of it, and I will definitely go through each of these items as we move forward. I want to start today with a quick video. So let me make sure that I am sharing that. My sound should be shared. So let's start by practicing mindfulness ourselves.
I invite you to begin by finding a comfortable seat, feet flat on the ground, hands uncrossed. Find a soft gaze or watch the screen. Today, we are going to practice tracing your fingers with each breath. You can begin by holding your left hand up with your palm facing you. Slowly trace the outside of your left hand with your right finger, starting starting where your hand and wrist meet. While you trace each finger, breathe in as your finger climbs up. Breathe out as your finger slides down. Now, switch to your right hand. Begin with your right palm facing you. Slowly trace the outside of your right hand with your left finger, starting where your hand and wrist meet. While you trace each finger, breathe in as your finger climbs up. Breathe out as your finger slides down. You can now bring your attention back to the present moment and the room. Please remember, this is a great mindful activity to use anytime you feel upset or anxious.
Quick mindful activity that can get our children to focus when we're starting morning circle, when you're starting the day, working with them, just having them pick up their hands and tracing them. It allows them to focus on what they're doing rather than the hustle and bustle of the transition that they just went through. So they're all able to sit down, take the time to mindfully sit and focus on what they're doing rather than, like I said, the hustle and bustle. So mindfulness, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is a type of meditation which allows us to focus on being aware of what we are sensing and feeling in the moment without interpretation or with judgment. The key to mindfulness is not to interpret or judge what you are feeling. It's just acknowledging that you're feeling what you are, okay? Just like that task at hand, just acknowledging the task at hand. Mindfulness can be just as beneficial to young children as it is to adults. Teaching children to practice mindfulness during their formative years can equip them with the essential skill that will help them get through tough experiences well into the future. So it's never too early to start teaching young children mindfulness. So mindfulness, here are many items which reduce mindfulness. Mindfulness reduces stress. It reduces anxiety, depression, pain, emotional reactivity, and the inability to sleep. And if you practice mindfulness, it increases your memory, your impulse control, your focus, your emotional and social intelligence, classroom behaviors, and awareness. If you have anything to add to this list, please feel free to do so. And when we get to the chat feature, I will echo some of the things that you have shared. When we're thinking about introducing mindfulness to young children, it's really important that we be a good role model for them. We need to set an example. If we're truly interested in teaching children about mindfulness, they need to see us meditating. They need to see our curiosity. They need to see an example of what it really looks like, that way they can follow our lead. Mindfulness is not something that can be outsourced. For parents and caregivers, the best way to teach a child mindfulness is to embody the practice oneself. So if you're embodying that practice, letting them see you practice your mindfulness, they will want to do it as well. You want to make sure that your mindfulness activities that you're implementing are developmentally appropriate. Young children are still learning essential skills like impulse control, right? They probably won't be able to engage in mindfulness exercises that ask them to sit still or to focus for long periods of time. You want to encourage communication and feedback. Just like adults, children are likely to become more aware of their feelings when they meditate. Invite your children to share what they feel. Open this up for respectful and accepting conversations with them. And lastly, you want to make mindfulness fun. Make mindfulness activities something to look forward to by changing focus from time to time. Bring books and stories together. Find a special place in your home or in your classroom that can serve as a meditation space. When I owned my childcare center, our morning circle often became our mindfulness center. However, we would actually practice mindfulness sometimes in dramatic play or in different learning centers throughout the day. Making it fun, not interrupting students, but just going in and jumping in and practicing mindfulness with them is a great way to redirect behaviors. Here's a few different activity. Mindful breathing. It's really important to have the children start focusing on their breathing. Tell them to, listen to their breaths, breathe in, breathe out, and listen carefully to what they're hearing, what the sound of their breath sounds like. Okay, you want to do mindful listening. Listen to mindful music. This will allow students to focus on what they are hearing, okay? What did they hear? Did they hear their heartbeats? Are they hearing a bird? Are they hearing traffic? You can do this outside in the playground. What do you hear? Right? You can hear the rustling of leaves in the fall. You can hear the traffic go by. Maybe the car is driving up and down the street. A text message as a cell phone pings. Make them aware of the sounds that are going on around them. And then mindful seeing. It's techniques used to help children use their eyes to focus on different things. Small objects usually placed in front of children before a session begins. It can be a flower, a stuffed animal, a book, something for them to look at, a keepsake, for them to stare at, for them to look at, for them to focus at while they're settling in a moment, while they're engaging in mindfulness. Just focus on this and then stop counting your breathing, right? Start breathing. Listen to your breathing. What do you hear? You hear your classmates breathing, right? So little things like that. Talk to them about what they're doing, what they're hearing, what they're seeing, and how they're feeling. You can certainly talk to them about that after the mindfulness session is over. We talk about infants and toddlers. Even these children can sense when we are distracted. Stay in the present while holding that baby. Okay, when a child gazes at you, gaze back at them. Take the time to talk to them when you're feeding them. Stay calm. When a child's crying, it's easy to get frustrated. But instead of getting frustrated, take some time to do some mindful breathing, right? This child's crying because he's really, really hungry, or he's really tired, but he needs to eat first. Think about why the child's doing this and be there. Tell them it's okay. Remain present, remain there for them, and continue to talk with them, engage with them, and their crying will lessen and your anxiety will also lessen. Teaching children to breathe mindfully. Ask children to get comfortable. Ask them to close their eyes. Ask them to focus on their breathing. You can ask the child to put their hands on their stomach and how they can feel their stomach rise and with each breath. You may want to ask children to repeat the word in and out as they breathe, as they inhale and exhale. Encourage them to take 5 breaths. At the end of 5 breaths, guide the children's attention to their feelings, to their thoughts, to their feelings. How are you feeling? How did that just make you feel? Did it calm you down? So ask them questions. Let's talk a little bit about stop. Stop is a great technique that many people follow. For parents and caregivers who find themselves out of touch with the present moment, a practice that you can do is stop. The first thing you want to stop, take a short pause, no matter what you are doing. Then you want to take a breath, right? Take a deep breath. Feel the sensation of your own breathing, which brings you back to the present moment. Then the next thing to do is to observe. You want to observe and acknowledge what is happening. For good or for bad, inside you or out, just note it. Note what's going on. Then you want to proceed. So it only takes a few minutes to practice stop. Proceed having briefly checked in with the present moment and continue with whatever you're doing. So using this stop takes just a minute or two of your time. Stop, take a couple of deep breaths, look around, feel the feeling that you're feeling, and then proceed, go back to what you were doing. We want to know that timing matters. We want to make sure that children are ready for mindfulness. We can't just say it's time for mindfulness, right? The children need to be prepared, right? Children who are full of energy and itching to run and play might not be the best time to practice mindfulness with them. Be sure to engage in mindful practice at the time that is right. So ensure that children are ready. You want to maybe try to set up a daily routine for practicing mindfulness to ensure that you incorporate it. Maybe you can do it every morning after morning circle or every day before nap time. The more you embed mindfulness into your daily routine, the easier it will be to engage children. Children are going to want to come to your mindfulness session if you're having a session in your classroom. You want your mindfulness to be for preschool age children, 5 minutes or less, okay? Mindfulness sessions are best for most young children when they're kept under 5 minutes in length. We don't want to lose the children. We just want to take that time to have them refocus their energy. A regular mindful practice strengthens the brain's executive functioning, which is responsible for planning, problem solving, and for self-control. Thus, teaching children to practice mindfulness can be a great way to work through a current or future situation. So you see a child who's getting upset, stop and practice mindfulness with that one child, or stop and do it with the entire group. What should we do and what shouldn't we do? You don't want to look at your telephone too often when children are around, right? Children know that we are distracted by our cell phones. Their families are distracted by their cell phones. We want to focus our attention on our children. We want to spend time doing activities that promote focus, creativity, and inquiry, such as reading, making arts and crafts, or art-free, open-ended arts, and having conversations with them rather than just watching TV. We want to treat other people, especially our children, kindly, even when we're frustrated and upset, because we will get frustrated and upset. That's when we need to stop and focus, right? We want to express gratitude for the things in our life and be thankful for the day. Be thankful for what's happening right here, right now. So here's some mindfulness activities that are really quick, really simple that you might want to try with your children. Fly like a bird. This combines movement with deep breathing. As students walk slowly around the classroom, they breathe in, they breathe out, and their wings are going up and down as they wave through and fly through the classroom. A nice way to refocus them. They're flying like a bird right now, so they're forgetting about that little fight they just got into with a classmate. Bring on the glitter. Making glitter bottles with water and a splash of oil can help calm down a younger infant or toddler even. We used to have them in my infant room, and we used to go like this and, put it up and down, and the children would just watch the glitter flow. It was beautiful to watch. The glitter go from the top of the jar to the bottom. And the children would often take the bottles and do it themselves, especially when they were the older infants and toddlers. A moment of silence. This is another great thing that you might want to try. Sounds like a powerful tool. Sound is a powerful tool. So taking time to have a moment of silence, asking children who can be the quietest, challenge them to be quiet until you ring a chime, or until you raise your hand, or until the sound disappears. Maybe play a musical instrument, and let's all practice being quiet until the sound is over. So that's another quick mindfulness technique. Soft toy breathing. Teach your children how to slowly breathe with a soft toy. Many children, when they're in our child care centers for the day, have a lovey that they take to go to bed with, right? If they have a soft toy, or they borrow one from the school, have them put that toy on their belly as they're lying on that cot, and have them pay attention to that belly or to this toy as it's going up and down when they're breathing. See what happens when you breathe slower or when you begin to breathe quicker. So have the children do that every day at nap time. And eventually they're going to fall asleep just watching that stuffed animal rising with their chest. Here's a couple more. Take a listening walk. You can go for a walk in your neighborhood or even in your playground at your child care center. Teach children to focus and carefully listen as you take them on a listening walk. What do they hear? And then you can talk about what they're hearing. Okay. Engage in the 5 senses. Help your students focus on the present moment as you lead them through observing what they see, what they smell, what they hear, what they feel, and what they taste. Blowing bubbles. Nothing clears the mind more than blowing bubbles, and young children love these, right? So blow some bubbles. Watch how far they go. Allow the children to pop them, right? Or just to watch them and try not to pop them to see how far they can go or how long they will last. Another thing is to open the sensory table in your classroom and let the children rotate through that during sensory time or during center time. You can put water in there and sand, snow, leaves, you name it. You can put it into your sensory boxes. Does anyone have any questions or ideas that they would like to share? Great, Michael. I'm glad you liked the finger tracing exercise. Any questions or any mindfulness practices that you do at your center or with your children? Questions or comments? I want to thank you all so much for joining me.
Just didn't want to jump in. I was being mindful too. I was just kind of listening and, oh, Nancy, your time.